Hey everyone, welcome back. Glad you are here. Those of you who are new, welcome to the Blue Star Energy Tarot with Cindy. Glad you are here. I have the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot, and we have the Gilded Tarot for clarifications. Let's see what the energy is on this beautiful evening. It is September 24. It's a vibration of a number 5. What changes? What needs to shift and change? All right, let's see what we have. I hope everything is well since the last time we gathered, if you will. It was tower moments in the last readings. I know I had my tower moment, but we fared out okay. There's always growth to be had, an aspect that we can change how we feel or our perspective even. First card out is the Nymph of Cups. That's the Page of Cups, Pisces card, Pisces. The Nymph of Cups is asking the question, are you stepping forward in a free-flowing state? Excuse me, I can't talk for some reason. It came up in the reverse. I don't generally do reversals, but there is a question as to being stuck, not being in a free-flowing state. Are you trusting your guidance, your intuition, your sixth sense? I know we've been in this energy of reflection. Now we're in a space of release and stepping into whatever that new cycle is. I know for me, I'm still lacking some knowledge that, I've been working on for some time now, hoping to step through that threshold so that I can completely release and step into something new. That is the energy per se. And perhaps that's why this nymph is in reverse, because we haven't yet fully realized, actualized what it is that we were meant to actualize. So we are kind of in a little bit of a stuck state, if you will. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups says to me, moving on. Moving on. But, they're both in a reverse. Stuck. Not feeling the ability to step fully forward. But time is moving forward. It marches forward, and we gain what we need to gain so that we can move forward. The Ten of Cups in reverse also says to me that you are able to move on, that you will be able to move on, if you will. You will be able to find that tool, that element, that aspect that gives you the strength, the wisdom, the knowledge, the emotional stability to step into your free-flowing state. It's just a reference to, this past energy. Perhaps you're sitting in it now. Perhaps you're hoping to move on. I know I am. There is a aspect of hope and inspiration in the energy moving forward. Yeah. Oops, there's two cards. Nine of Pentacles and Two of Wands. Yeah, there is a sense of hope in the energy. What the Nine and the Two, Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Wands represents, it's giving yourself the permission to feel the strength, to release and step forward in that emotional stability, that where we saw the ten of Cups and the Nymph in reverse, to give yourself permission to move forward. The Two of Wands is moving in a particular direction, one way or the other. There's two wands. Which direction you choose is not important. What is important is giving yourself permission to move forward, perhaps with a new idea. Perhaps it's about moving forward in strength and power. Perhaps it's moving forward in your authenticity. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is like being comfortable in your skin, being resourceful, knowing who you are, feeling the strength of it, not caring what others think or feel, just being comfortable in your skin. And that's kind of like what that Ten of Cups was given the vibration of for me. 9 and 2 is 11. Bringing it into balance. What you offer out into the collective and what you bring back to yourself is nurturing. It's balanced. Giving yourself the permission to feel your strength, to be in a place of balance, to nurture yourself while you nurture others. Nine of Cups. Interesting, the Ten of Cups was in reverse and now the Nine of Cups is in reverse. And again, I don't generally do reversals, but I am getting the sense of the reversals today. Yeah, this is a rather emotional time period. And what I'm feeling is the release of that. And that's what we're stepping into, the energy of release, feeling our strength. When I see 2 nines, I generally think of a healer, a person who heals others through, tarot, through Reiki, psychology, any way, a mother helps to heal the wounds of their children, any way of nurturing and healing self. That is, we are releasing the restrictions associated with that, allowing that free flow healing, balanced state is what we're entering into. But one must give themselves permission to step into that space. Interesting. The number 2 also references balance as well. 1 second, please. You notice in the Two of Wands, she's looking back. It looks like she's somewhere in between, or maybe, actually, I'm seeing she's beyond it now. We're in this reflective stage. Excuse me. We were in that reflective stage a month ago or so in the last readings. Here she's looking back, giving herself permission to move through, to heal, to feel her strength, or his strength, it matters not. What is the energy? 5 of Pentacles. That's what we're in today. 5s represent change, represents conflict, difficulties. It represents an opportunity to evaluate and shift things around so that you can build a better, or not necessarily a different constitution for yourself. 5 is being inquisitive, not liking the mundane, but making the necessary changes to move forward more excitingly, more passionately. Perhaps there is a different point of view to be seen or had that is available to you to allow you to be a bit more free-flowing. A perspective that maybe you haven't looked at. Perhaps you don't even know yet, but there will be a perspective. That's that tower, if you will. That view of looking back, where we saw her looking back. A new perspective. Yeah, the star. Healing, we spoke of the healing, right? Wish fulfillment. Having the tools to dedicate to yourself, to bringing about your own center. I want to say like centerness, which isn't even a word, I don't think. To bring about your own balance, because we saw the balance here, right? To bring about your own healing. Interesting. Shifting and changing, that's today. Tomorrow is being successful with it. Excuse the noise, I work outside. Introspection, that's that perspective I was speaking of. And, you know, it's in the reverse, which says to me, you have not found that perspective yet. Another reference to a 999. This is healing the healer within you, healing your wounds, knowing what it's going to take to heal yourself, shifting and changing how you nurture yourself, giving yourself permission to be in that free-flowing state, finding that perspective so that these things can be changed, shifted, so that you can move more freely. Yeah, 7 of Wands, movement. So you can move in a new direction freely. It's like freeing up your boundaries, knocking those walls down that prevent you from moving forward. Interesting. Okay. What do we have between the free flow state and giving yourself the permission to nurture yourself, to feel your strength? Passion, the will, the desire, the want. Are you able to step in that energy? Finding a new passion for self, nurturing self. Feeling it. Seeing it. Ten of Swords. And again, reference to releasing something. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the Ace of Swords, not the Ace of Wands. Interesting, right? Because the Ten of Swords was this way and we had the Ace of Swords. And that's that new perspective that I was talking about from the tower here. You might not know what it is as of yet, but with the release, with the self-nurturing, that aha moment, that new perspective will step forward. It's releasing our own restrictions. Again, reference to giving ourselves the permission to move forward, the tools, the wisdom, the knowledge, the permission to step forward. Queen of Swords, the wisdom, the knowledge, permission to move forward. It's transformational wisdom. It's knowing that, well, you don't have to sling your sword. You don't have to slay the dragon just because you know shit. This could also be trusting what you do know. Giving yourself permission to feel your strength. And that the wisdom that you contain within yourself and trusting it. Yeah. Reclamation, that's the devil energy. It's releasing yourself from that. Well, that's what we're in right now. Release, release, release. We're letting things go. The moon is waning right now. We're releasing. We're in a state of release. Yeah. Releasing the power that's contained within us. Changing how we view our power, our strength, our passion. Changing and shifting the perspective of how you see yourself within the confines of your own belief systems, your own set of values. That's that 5, our own constitution. Feeling the strength of it, if you will. What is it that you do believe? And do you stand by it? 7 of Swords. What is your truth? What is your truth? 7 of Swords is reference to deceit and whatnot. And, you know, in one aspect, that's true. What is it that you believe versus what is it that you tell yourself that you really don't believe? Or what is it that you're lying to yourself about? Which I prefer to say, what is it that you believe that you hold dear in your own constitution? If you look at this 7 of Swords, this person has 2 swords in the ground. 3 swords in one hand and 2 swords that they're holding by the blade. It takes a strong person to hold blades in their hand. They believe in that truth. They believe in that truth. They've put down some wisdom, some knowledge they no longer need. And in the other hand is the 3 of Swords. They're working out. They are deciphering that 3 of Sword energy. What is it that you hold dear to yourself? That you could step forward in strength. In what aspects can you shift it? Is there a place or is there an aspect of it that is bendable, malleable, that you can bend it a little so that you feel more comfortable in your foundation? in your own constitution. What energy is helping? What energy is helping the collective at this time? The Mystic. That's the Hierophant. We were talking about that with the 5. The Mystic is in a collective sense, is the institutions, government, the financial systems, electrical grid, the internet. It's these large aspects that touch a great deal of the collective. Money, finances, housing, school systems, churches, governments, that sort of thing. But what I'm picking up with this is really about what we believe within ourselves in reflection of that. Does that make sense? Because this area here is really all about ourselves and our own constitution. What is it that we believe? And I'm almost getting, are you drinking the Kool-Aid that's out there? What I'm feeling is like what's being dished out is bringing the awareness of the collective to really decide and shift and change what it is that they hold in their own personal constitution, whether it matches the collective or not. And really shifting and changing the views. Interesting. 10 of Swords. Yeah, letting go of the nonsense, the bullshit, the harshness, the conflicts. Yeah, letting go of what doesn't resonate. This is like a play on the collective level and the I am level. How each of us are like perhaps making the decision, enough with the nonsense of what's being spoon-fed to us, so to speak, and really just shifting and changing and saying, okay, this is what I believe. I don't necessarily have to believe what, my neighbor believes, but I'm okay because I have my own set of beliefs. I don't have to follow the leader, if you will. Does that make sense? Letting go of the harsh aspects. Learning to take your own wisdom, right? We saw the Queen of Swords. Not taking what people are handing out, but using your own discernment, I guess is a better way to say that. What is, what else? What other, oops, sorry, I can't talk. The other energy that's out there helping. Warrior of Cups. That's the Knight of Cups. Knight. Yeah, this is really taking aspects of ourselves and allowing us to step forward in our own strength, power, our own beliefs, so that we can step forward more powerfully. This is taking the nymph, having gone through all this, and their own realization and strengthening their own constitution so that we can step forward in who we really are, what we believe in, feeling good about ourselves, being emotionally stable. justice. And that's what that Warrior of Cups is. Bringing yourself to justice in your full strength and beliefs. Bringing it into balance, healing. There's also a reference here because we have the mystic, the Hierophant, and the Justice card together. Maybe something with the legal system that's going to step forward. All right, let's look at the Queen of Swords. What is she shifting and changing wisdom about? What knowledge are you changing in the collective? It's the Wheel. That is pretty fucking powerful. First, let me just say that I've been feeling the Wheel of Fortune, this tug and pull of it. This, wanting to shift and change so that we can move forward, so that the wheel can be in this free-flowing state. It's felt stuck. And the fact that it's here, the release of that wheel is powerful. I feel like, well, I could speak for myself. I know that I've been in this energy that is somewhat stuck, that is not allowing me to be free-flowing. I know that there's a release of some sort, and that there is an aspect that is closing out and then stepping forward. Something new is coming forward. I don't know what it is. It's been baffling me. There was an activation a number of months ago, and I've been unpacking it ever since. And quite frankly, one would think that I would have already unpacked it and have moved past it, but I haven't. Whatever this is, this energy that's been sticking around in the collective, feeling the anxiousness of wanting to move forward, giving ourselves the permission to move past this, but you want to do it with the wisdom and the knowledge. You don't want to just walk away from things. You want to deal with it so that when you step into whatever this change is, whatever this new energy is, you can be in a free-flowing state. You can be free of the past and moving joyfully, more passionately into the future. The wheel, I'm getting like the wheels of time is shifting and changing. We're moving into a state of more passion, knowing and what we believe, and stepping into our strength with that, without having to slay the dragon every time somebody challenges us. That would be real nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, 8 of Swords. Shifting and changing the restrictions that we put on ourselves. Where are you restricting yourself? Where is it that you can release yourself from some type of knowledge that keeps you in a less flowing state? I'm picking up the Devil card, the Reclamation. I think we saw that in the first row as one of the shadow cards. Where is it that you can release the restrictions, an aspect of yourself that, you've just kind of put yourself in a position where you can't move forward? Where can you give yourself permission to say, you know what, you're not stuck. There are options. Giving yourself permission to move forward. Not being so stubborn. Sorry, but that's exactly what that is. You are preventing the wheel from turning. Ten of Swords, like I said, where can you release and bring it into balance? The elements are there for you. Again, it's a matter of giving yourself permission. Interesting. Temperance. Healing yourself. Temperance to me is taking two elements and working with them to create a better balance, a stronger you. Where is it that you can take two elements that maybe, it's like thinking outside the box, maybe that you would have never put together, but it releases you and allows you to be in that free-flowing state. Temperance. Yeah, this is a lot of release. A lot of release. Really having the potential and the opportunity to step forward in strength. Yeah, walking away from aspects, that's the Eight of Cups. Walking away from aspects that prevent us from being in that free-flowing emotional state. Release again. The Eight of Cups is about moving past something, releasing emotional connections to something. Where is it that you can do that? To be in that free-flowing state. Shifting and changing. Empress, yeah. To bring yourself into the Empress energy. Creating for yourself, building for yourself instead of stopping yourself. Moving forward instead of breaking down, if you will. Interesting. All right, let's see. We have the Warrior of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. This is having the answers, doing the work, the study on yourself, re-examining your beliefs, testing them out, releasing yourself from the walls that you put around yourself, and releasing your natural energy. This is the Four of Pentacles. Releasing yourself. Interesting. Again, that stubbornness, letting that go. Nymph of Wands, Five of Wands, and Justice. Again. Having the passion to focus on what excites you, what brings you joy. And look at the Five of Wands like networking, testing things out, changing, shifting. Again, we have the Five up here, and we have the Mystic, the Hierophant. Changing your constitution, what is it that you can shift and change so that you can be in that state of joy and bring yourself into balance? Seven of Cups. Seeing clearly through the chaos, if you will. But this is really about seeing the opportunity of yourself and moving in that direction, because here we have the Eight of Cups, choosing to move away from harsh emotional aspects into a space of clarity and opportunity. A lot of releases coming forward, a great deal of self-reflection, which is what we were in that energy before, right? And stepping through that. It feels quite optimistic. It feels rational. It feels free-flowing. There's a sense of relief as well. I like it. I look forward to it. Be well. Peace.